Welcome back to Attack on Titan Anime Review Part. Yeah, it's Part 6. This one reviewing the last official OVA released, which is called Sina Goodbye Part 1, which adapts the first two chapters of Lost Girls. Yeah, the first 5 chapters of this particular miniseries are focused on Annie, the woman who was later revealed to be the female Titan. Yep. And this is basically what she was doing the day before the whole female Titan thing happened. Yeah, simply put, she was looking for a missing girl. Yep. And this one, I kind of feel as though this one is definitely canon because of how much it feels it's canon. Same thing with the other one. I feel as that's canon as well. Yep. So she has a day off, and instead of putting on like civilian clothes, she just puts on her uniform. And she decides to, well, meet up with somebody, and her roommate, who is this bimbo, who is kind of like very dumb and very forgetful. I don't remember the character's name, but she's quite stupid. I'm not kidding. She's probably one of the worst characters in the entire series because of how much really stupid she is. She prefers just to party instead of just doing her damn job. While Annie, who actually does her job properly, so in exchange for not telling anybody she's going to meet up with somebody, she's asked to look for this missing girl, this 20-year-old girl named Carly Stockman, which I actually kind of remember reading about this in the manga, where the group is actually accused of, well, I think it's just the same company, where the bleeder gets killed and then the survey corps gets blamed and it turns out it's actually somebody else and the daughter is put in charge of the company. Yep. So she goes to visit the girl's father, asks about his disappearance, and here's the thing about her father. Well, for one thing, he's kind of a nice person and he smokes and he drinks. Okay, I get the fact that it is perfectly legal to do this, probably in this particular area, but okay, the level of stuff they have here looks like it's equivalent to about 16th century Europe, and yeah, he's smoking cigarettes, which is probably something they didn't have back then. They probably had pipes. Yeah, but the thing is with Attack on Titan, they tend to mix stuff from 16th century Europe with a little bit of present day stuff. Yep. So, goes to talk to her for a little while. We'll talk to him for a little while. And he apparently is surprised to hear that she's only been on the job for at least a month. Yep, she's only been with the military police for a month. And she's even asked why she's in the military police. She wanted a safe, cozy life. No, she actually does her job properly, unlike some other people in the military police are just too damn lazy to do their job. Yep. So she talked to him for a little while, like reveals that they apparently had a deal where they would always have dinner with each other every night and they would not interfere with each other's lives. And apparently it's been that way since she graduated college. Okay, fine. I like the fact the character's educated, so they tend to. So he apparently knew nothing of her friends or any boyfriends, something like that, or at least why she would disappear. She just abruptly disappeared, and then toward the end of the meeting, he's given a note, and while they're talking, he reads the note, doesn't say anything what the heck the thing is, and then he burns it right after Annie leaves. So Annie, first place she goes is a bar. Yep, because apparently that was the place she liked to hang out. So yeah, it's kind of like a bar you see like in Old West with the whole wooden doors you just push open, kind of like those. Yeah, if you ever see like the old saloon westerns, yeah, that's what this place kind of reminds me of, a saloon from a western, except that the saloon in westerns didn't have chairs. Yep. So she goes to the bartender, uh, asks about the girl. Apparently doesn't really know her very much, and she just leaves like a little coin because well they use coin. I don't use much for cash, and he's like, "Is that for information? No, that's for a drink. Give me lemonade." Okay, I can kind of believe the fact you're drinking lemonade because she's supposed to be, from what I've heard, she's supposed to be 16 years old. Yeah, Annie is 16. Also, one thing this particular OVA does do is they show flashbacks they showed like a brief flashback of her childhood when she's constantly training with her father to take out some unknown enemy. Of course, is revealed to be something else altogether. So she goes, meets up with three other guys who just happen to be in the bar, and she fights them briefly. Well, she dislocates one guy's shoulder, all because he had an illegal drug on him. So they talk for a little while. Like apparently she had a lover, and he pointed out exactly where he is. He said he didn't know the exact address, but he know exactly the area where he lived. And then before she leaves, she puts her shoulder back in place. Okay, how nice of her to do, despite the fact she had just dislocated this guy's shoulder in the first place. And then she just puts it back in place. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, and the reason why that she did that is because he was trying to grab her rear end. I am not kidding. Apparently, she doesn't like to be touched by. I guess she's like a normal modern woman who does not like it when a guy grabs her rear end. So instead of trying to slap him, she nearly breaks the guy's arm. Well, she dislocates his shoulder. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I guess that was not unexpected because these are three drunks in a bar, and Annie's a gorgeous woman. So, well, Anna. Yeah, her name is pronounced Anna because, from what I've heard, her name actually means brother in Japanese. I'm not kidding. That's basically what she is. And her martial arts style is actually a real life fighting style that's actually real life. Because I've heard that the creator is a huge MMA fan. Yep. So she gets information, goes to the place where her lover is. Well, Carly's lover. Her name is Carly. Goes and beats up one guy. Asks where he lives. He says 225. Knocks on the door. Apparently the place is unlocked. She goes in. Apparently there's two drinks on the table. And this guy's got a very tiny apartment, and it's very crappy. I mean, there's two half glasses full of look like beer, and she's trying to look around like where the heck he is, and she knows something underneath the bed, pulls the sheet up underneath the bed, and it's a dead lover. And then like somebody's trying to break in, and she's trying to get out of fast, and then the OVA ends like right as soon as she's trying to get out the door. I'm like, wow, and now we have to wait like. And whoever watched this basically when it came out last time, like, damn, we had to wait 4 months for the conclusions of this. Dang it. But for me, I only have to wait 3 months, so I'm not waiting as long as anybody else who actually watched this thing. Oh, otherwise, though, this was a really good OVA, and I do appreciate them actually doing this. This is really great. This is probably, I think, the only thing they released, from what I can tell. I think they released this during the period of time when, well, between the seasons, and this was practically the only thing they did release. Yep. Now, when it comes to the opening theme for this particular one, they actually used, believe it or not, the opening for season 2 for the particular OVA, even though that this takes place before she's found out she's a female Titan. Yep. Now, for the first 3 OVAs, they used the original series opening theme they used for the first 13 episodes. The previous 2 OVAs, they used the second half of season 1. They used that particular opening theme as the opening theme for Choice of No Regrets. This one is just the opening theme for season 2. Yep. Let's see. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, the lazy roommate is seen one at a time. After that, you're seen like waving on a boat. She just goes up someplace else. Yeah. Asks what she's doing. Oh yeah, and she's doing this as a favor. Yeah, the whole thing of her looking for this girl, she was a favor to her roommate, who's very forgetful, and apparently this case is prior to her changed hands twice prior to her, which, okay. That just kind of mean the military police and Attack on Titan is really damn lazy. Yeah, that's what it's implying, is that they're really damn lazy, and that they can't do the damn job for to do drinking and just be lazy at their job. Yep. That's simply put way it is. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? Well, I couldn't find this thing dubbed at all, so I just watched this thing sub like I did for pretty much all the OVAs. Yeah, that's the weird thing about watching the stuff outside the main series. It seems like for the OVAs and for uh, the chibi shorts, I watched them all sub. Though I'm going to watch the anime films dubbed because, well, I was going to find them dubbed, no problem. But for some reason, I just couldn't find them dubbed. I looked as far as I can. I just couldn't find the dub versions of these things at all. Oh, I forgot to mention this in the previous part, that Captain Levi is voiced by an actor. Let's see, I can look up the guy's name here. Now, just by sheer coincidence, the actor who does the sub voice for him, believe it or not, also does the sub voice for Trafalgar Law for One Piece. I'm not kidding about that. I looked it up like, wow, he's the voice of that guy? Okay. And then pretty much just by sheer coincidence, Matthew Mercer does the same thing. Yep. He does the same exact thing. He also voices Trafalgar Law in the dub version of One Piece. Yep. Let's see if I can find the guy's name here. Let's see. The guy's name who does the sub voice for Levi is Hirosaki Kamiya. Yeah, that's simply put the guy who does the dub voice for him. Annie, let's see. I'm listening to her sub voice. Let's see. She is done by, if I can find her. She is done by, in the sub, Yu Samurara. Yeah, that's the one who does her in the sub. Yeah, and I gotta admit, she does a really dang good job of voicing this particular character, Annie. Annie Lionheart. Yep, she does a fantastic job of voicing her. And that's really it for this particular part. So stay tuned for part 7 while I talk about the 2 recap films for Attack on Titan. Yep, recap films. I'll get my thoughts on those when I do part 7. But the next video right after this I'm going to do, after I finish watching the episode, will be my next Boruto review. It will be the 40th episode of the series. Well, my anime review series and for the actual anime itself, okay? But until I see you in my next episode, bye.